Welcome, Kimmy, to the podcast. It is so amazing to have you on here. Why don't you talk about your content creation journey, where you are now? How did it start on BookTok? Let's dive right into that.
Well, I started on BookTok during the pandemic, because I had a lot of downtime. I was like entering my junior year in
Oh,
college.
nice.
Um, and I wasn't in college. I was a computer engineer. So I was like, I didn't have any time to read, like no time at all,
Wow.
nothing. Yeah, I was just like books, 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 studying. Like,
Right.
so, and I didn't read, like for fun, like
Mm-hmm.
since I was like, I don't know, maybe in middle school or something like that.
Yeah.
So the pandemic just gave everyone like a lot of downtime.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember like seeing like some tweets about like the Percy Jackson universe. And I was like, wait, oh my gosh, I used to love Percy Jackson. Like I love Percy Jackson.
Right.
And so then I started, you know how you're like FBI agents like listening and like now you got everything across platforms. So I started
Exactly.
seeing like a bunch of book videos on
Mm-hmm.
TikTok. And I was like, wait, people read and like post videos
They
about that?
read.
No,
Right.
like what? Like I did not know it was like a whole community. Like I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking a little more on like book talk and stuff, and I didn't really see like a lot of like black girls.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a lot, very diverse, love it. But at the time, there was just maybe a handful, and only one that really made romance book content like I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, like that's so crazy because I have so many ideas, but I don't know. And I was like, I saw this one creator name is Josie, and I was like, you know what? If she can do it, I can do it. I
Yes, you
love
can.
it. Like
Mm-hmm.
let me just get up there and see what I can do. So I made like my first post and it did like really, really well. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. So I was like, because I wasn't planning, like I never planned to like have like a platform. Like I think I was just gonna
Mm-hmm.
post a sporadic amount of videos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then that would be that. Like I'll be like, just post this, whatever.
Okay.
But then I just started getting more consistent. I
Mm-hmm.
think like everyone in the comment section just kind of hyped me up, and I was like, oh my god, yeah. And then now I'm here.
That is so amazing. Like, I love seeing that you weren't really expecting to have a platform, have this community of people that really enjoy books. You're like, people read, and that was like a revelation to you that there's this whole world out there of
Mhm.
people that are like, book talk fans and read romance books or dystopian or whatever the genre is. And that is really inspiring to see, where you started off, like in the pandemic, and then where you are now.
Mhm.
And that is very incredible. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And what are some of the people that you were seeing early on? I know you mentioned that there were just like a few black girls on Book Talk. So who are your inspiration? Is it Kiara or like who else were you like looking at and getting inspired from?
Um, I don't think. Well, Kiara definitely was not a part of BookTok when I was there. She did a lot of other stuff before she touched BookTok. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I would say like Josie was my
Mhm.
main inspiration, but
Okay.
um I would see Eamon quite a bit.
Mhm. Yeah.
And Pauline, and we're all friends, which is really cool. So yeah, I would see them and I was like, okay, wait,
Hmm.
okay.
Right.
There's a lot of people I'm forgetting.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that I think those are because I just talk to them more frequently, I would say. But yeah, but as for Black creators, it was probably I'm only Josie's coming to mind
Oh,
right now.
Josie.
She was like the main one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, there's a lot more now, so it's really great to see that representation within that book talk community space.
Mhm.
So, what are the book talk events that you go to? Where do you meet with other book talk creators? What is that like?
Um, I went to there's a romance convention. It just
Mhm.
ended this year, but last year it's in Texas, and I'm from Texas, so I could just drive up. So I was like, okay.
Right.
And it's called Book Bonanza. It's called like Colleen Hoover's book event,
Oh,
and so
nice.
yeah, yeah. So that
Mhm.
was the first ever one I went to, and I met a bunch of like my friends that I talked to like almost every day. I met them in person, which was
Mhm.
really nice. There's a convention that happens in Anaheim, California, and that's called Steamy
I think
LitCon.
I saw
Um,
something about
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, I went there this summer,
Hmm.
and I got to just meet so many of like my favorite authors
Oh
I
my
never
gosh.
like
Like, who? Colin
Nicola
Hoover?
no. Colleen Hoover, she was at Book Bonanza. I actually had to leave Book Bonanza for a different event, which is a suck because this is the last year. I was so upset
Oh
about that, but it's cool.
no! Wait, what
Um,
happened?
Oh, I was going to the no, it was a good experience.
Oh,
It was
okay.
Shelves and the City, which was
Mhm.
like HarperCollins Avon Books. It was their first ever like bookish influencer event.
Nice.
I don't know who invited me, but praise God, thank you, they did.
Amen.
That was a really good experience, one of my favorite experiences I think I've ever had. But
Mhm.
yeah, Steamy, I got to meet like Nicola Yoon, which was crazy, Ali Hazelwood,
Big fan.
Rachel and Sullivan. Yeah, I got to see Kennedy Ryan again. Kennedy
Mhm.
Ryan is one of the best people. Like I, I don't know the way she holds herself, the way she is. She remembers
Her
everybody.
aura.
Her aura. She's
Mhm.
like she just gives like auntie. Like that's Auntie Kennedy
I
right there.
love
Like her
that.
best hugs. Like
Mhm.
she's the coolest person ever. Um, yeah, so I got to meet her again, which was really cool. I got to see Anna Huang, Danielle Allen,
Oh my
Kwame
God.
Jackson, yeah,
Mhm.
Beverly Jenkins, just like a bunch of people, Christina Lauren. Yeah, so I got to meet them this year. That was really exciting.
So what did you say to them? What were the conversations like when you got to meet all of these authors and people that you do look up to?
I I mean, you're kind of given a little time just because there is a long line. So I wasn't able to talk to as many people as I would like to. But
Mhm.
I was talking to Rachel and Solomon, and I got her line twice just because I was like, I have to see her again. So when my friend went, I went in with her,
As you
and I
should.
think, yeah, I think that was really cool because
Mhm.
I'm just a really big fan of her books. I'm a big YA romance girl. Like as much as I love new adult, I love
Me
YA. I think she
too.
does a phenomenal job with her
Mhm.
writing, and I've just been a fan for so long. And then Kennedy Ryan, I actually met her outside of the signing. I met a lot of people outside the signing first,
Ooh,
but Kennedy Ryan, like
okay.
when she saw me, it was like her face lit up. Like it was like the coolest thing, and we were talking just about like books and life, and we actually got to talk for a little bit. Same thing with Ali Hazelwood. Ali
Mhm.
Hazelwood's like a really kind of down to earth author in person, and
Nice.
so my friend was assisting her, so I kind of got a little bit of a sneak peek and got to get in there a little earlier and talk to her. And she's really cool.
That is phenomenal. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you had that experience. It sounds really amazing, and I hope
Yeah.
other people that want to do the same kind of content, book content, can also attend these events, meet their authors. That sounds so fantastic. And I know you're mentioning YA romance books. What are your recommendations for that demographic of, younger adult romance? Is the selection? What are your recommendations?
Ooh, okay. So specifically YA romance,
Yeah.
I really, really, really like my all-time comfort go back to is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. It
Ooh,
is I read
never
that when
seen
I
it.
was in high school, and it
Okay.
was like the one book I read for like 2 years straight. So it's like always like what I talk about. But yeah, no, it's like it's childhood best friend. No, it's just friends. I think they knew each other in their childhood, but it's friends to lovers to strangers to enemies to lovers. Like it's
That's
like a lot
a
going on.
lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on, but it's so good. I really like Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, which is a black white romance.
Oh.
It's based in Texas, and I
Mhm.
related to it so much. And then they were like touring colleges. So some of the colleges they toured, I toured, and I was like, this is so like close to home. Oh my gosh.
You really
Um,
resonated with it.
yeah, no, that
That's
one's it's
awesome.
really good. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert, another Black YA romance. I really, really like that one. It is based in the UK, so the school system might throw some people off, but she has like a whole like glossary or like index where she explains all the terms.
Mhm.
I really like obviously Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel and Solomon. She did it again, and then Past, Present, Future. The sequel to that one is really good. Um,
Wow.
this I read this summer. It's called Summer Nights and Meteorites, which is like a
Hmm.
little like summer Nantucket romance. That one's more sci-fi and romance.
Oh, how do they do that? Like intermixing both the sci-fi content
It's
along with the romance.
interesting because it's actually like a lot of it. Sorry,
It's
sorry.
okay.
A lot of it is like related to space. Like the main character is really interested in like meteors because her dad is like I don't know if he's a meteorologist or is he um
It was just
I
something
don't know what.
like the space
I think he's
industry.
like just an
Mhm.
astronomer.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, she's like really into that.
Mhm.
And then outside of romance, YA, I really like Karen McManus. She's a great author. She did One of Us is Lying, which is like a TV show now.
I
Um,
love that
it's
shows
so
and book.
good. It's
Fantastic.
so good.
It
All three of them
is.
are so much. The show deserves to get renewed. I
I
just
know,
so
but
upset when I was.
it got canceled after the second season. I was really sad about that. But
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it sucks. But my favorite one of hers, I'm forgetting the name of it
Mhm.
now, but it's I think it's You'll Be the no, it's not You'll Be the Death. It might be You'll Be the Death of Me. It might,
Mhm.
but I don't think it's that one. They have another one, but that one's really
Oh,
good. And then Jennifer Lynn Barnes, she wrote the Natural series, and then she wrote the Inheritance Games.
oh my gosh, I have the books. It's a really good book series, like
Hmm.
The Naturals. Like it just keeps you on your toes. Like what is going to happen
Yeah,
next?
yeah,
Phenomenal.
good.
So aside from like romance, YA romance, what other genre of books do you enjoy reading or do you talk about?
I mostly talk about romance, but I would
Okay.
say my favorite genre of all time is definitely murder mystery romance, which is why
Ooh.
I love Karen McManus so
Okay.
much. I think she just does such a good job. I
Mhm.
wish I found like there's not any that comes to mind like a really good adult murder mystery romance
Okay,
that I can
that's
think
fine.
about.
Mhm.
But yeah, Karen McManus, she does it every time. She's amazing.
Okay. Along lines of romance books that you absolutely love, what are your top five recommendations of like
Ooh.
all-time favorite romance books for the list?
Oh my
If
gosh.
you can.
I can.
Okay.
I definitely can.
Just list any that you would recommend or that you're currently reading.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I really like From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. If y'all don't know,
Mhm.
Mariana Zapata is the queen of slow burn. So if you don't like slow burn, then that's not the book for you.
Okay.
But it's so good. It's like childhood frenemies to lovers. And I
That's so
just
nice.
really love that book. And it's an ice skating romance, which is cool.
Mhm.
I don't really read much fantasy, but I always recommend Legendborn. That's literally the only fantasy book I'll always go out of my way and like reread.
Okay.
The world building's phenomenal. The main character, she's like a black girl, and
Mhm.
it's an Arthurian. It's a King Arthurian retelling, which is really cool because I didn't know anything about that before I started reading it.
Yeah.
Um, oh my gosh, I really like Forget Me Not by Julie Soto is really good.
Ooh.
Like that one always
Okay.
just sticks out to me.
Yeah.
Um, Restore Me by J.L.
Mhm.
Seekers. It's just an all-time favorite. Her mind, J.L. Seekers, her mind. She's a phenomenal. It's also a black romance.
Right.
She's she's crazy. I love her. Her mind is powerful.
That is so
Um,
great.
and then I would just recommend the Percy Jackson series if you haven't read it.
Mhm.
I
I
love that.
watched the series, have not read the books,
What?
but I know it's shocking, but the series, I watched like a few episodes of
Yeah,
it. It's good, but thank you for recommending that.
yeah,
I guess I have to go check it out because it's a good genre. A lot of
mm,
books in that series,
yeah,
and it really goes into like fantasy, like Greek
yeah.
mythology, and
I was
that
really
like
into Greek mythology as a kid, so that just like ran right up my alley.
yeah. So you just found that book they really resonated
Mm.
and you read. Awesome. But are you a fan of like
No.
dystopian Hunger Games? Oh, you're not. Okay.
I know this is like a really big, like controversial thing. Everybody drags me for it. I don't like
I
dystopian.
will not drag you, but
Yeah,
why is that?
I don't.
If I can. Mhm.
I just don't like the idea of them like struggling all the time. I don't
Okay.
like
Mhm.
seeing war. I'm not a big like action girl. I'm
Okay.
slowly getting into the act. Well, actually, I like action, but like not if it means like everybody like people are always dying. Like usually in action movies, like it's a little fight scene and maybe you'll lose somebody.
Mhm.
But dystopian, it's like a fight every day, like fighting for a loaf of bread
No, you're
and then fighting
right.
for your life.
Mhm.
And it's
Mhm.
like I just can't do it. So no, I don't like Hunger Games. Well, not that I don't like. I've never watched the movies. I've only like maybe
Now
seen like
that I'm shocked about. What?
because I
Wow.
just avoided it. It wasn't like for me. Like I was like, oh, I already know I'm not gonna like this, so no.
It's
But I
bad.
did watch
Mhm.
the new one that came out with Tom Blythe and Rachel
Bow to
Zegler.
Sombras and
That one is
Snakes.
really,
Yeah,
really good. I like that one.
it
Yeah.
is.
I really like that one. But
Mhm.
I definitely don't like Divergent. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah. It gets to a point where I'm like, okay. Like
It,
enough.
it's understandable. Some of
Yeah.
the movies weren't the best. Honestly, it's only the first movie for me. And the books do mimic the movies kind of well, like they're very similar. So I understand if you don't, like Divergent. It's not as good as Hunger Games,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, the last movie that came out, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah,
You
that one was
should check out the other ones, but it's not for everybody, and that's
yeah.
fine. But with movies, I know that you watched The Supremes recently. What were your thoughts on that? I actually did get to talk with Ryan, who was playing Chick in the movie.
Oh.
So, what were your thoughts? Did you like the movie? Did you not like it? Have you read the book for The Supremes at Earl's?
Oh, so I actually haven't seen it. I got invited
Okay.
to like a little event to promote it, but I have not had like the downtime yet to read it
Okay.
because my life has just been crazy. Somebody rear-ended me. I got in my first car accident,
I'm
y'all,
so sorry.
this week.
I was meant to ask
No,
about that.
it's
How are you doing?
I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay. Like I'm fine. I was a little
Mm-hmm.
shaken up. I was like, oh my gosh, my car, because like I love my car so much, and I
Mm-hmm.
just can't believe that happened to her.
I'm so
But
sorry.
yeah, no, that like shook me up a bit. So I haven't been able to watch the movie. So I did
Don't
go
worry.
to like
Mhm.
a little promo for the screener, but I was not able to sit down and watch it. But I really do want to watch it, and I saw that it's actually it got on Hulu like what Friday last week, so it's almost been a full week now.
It has.
Um, yeah, so I was planning on watching it this weekend.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, when I get to it, I'll get to it. But I'm excited. I can't wait to see.
Mhm.
I love all the actors that are in it and the actresses.
Yes.
So I just can't wait to see what they do.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hope you get to watch it soon. Again, I'm sorry about your
No,
car, but I'm glad that you
okay.
are safe
Sick.
and well. And yeah, just whenever you watch it, let me know your thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Well, what is something that you are currently watching, movies or shows, or something that you are excited to watch, like coming out in theaters soon? What is it?
Um. Uh, oh my gosh, there's so much. First of all, Wicked. I
Yes.
I am a theater kid. Okay, I did theater my entire life. I love, love, love Wicked. It's like one of my favorite plays.
Mhm.
I love Ariana Grande. So seeing her as Glenda's amazing. Cynthia, I think her name is. I cannot. I always forgot to pronounce her last name.
I think she's
But
Nigerian, but yeah, I
yeah,
know.
I know she's Nigerian. I know.
Yes. I
That's my.
just.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Mhm.
but just to see her as Alphaba, her voice is amazing. She's a phenomenal actress as well. Just to see everybody on my screen. I can't wait for Wicked. Um, I'm obsessed with Twisters. I
I
love
love the movie. It
that
was so good.
movie. And I was scared to even watch it because the trailer looked a little, I don't like Destination or like, Doomsday,
Okay.
all that. Like I've never watched Final Destination. No, I'm not
Me
doing
neither.
that.
That's not
I'm not
for me.
okay.
Like,
So when
no.
I don't like that. So when I saw the trailer, I
Mhm.
was like, oh, I don't know. But like Daisy Edgar Jones, Glenn Powell, and
Glenn Powell?
I know, and I love Glenn Powell. I've loved him since Scream
Mhm.
Queens. Like he's been on my, and then Set It Up is amazing. Anyways, I watched that. I
Right.
was astonished, and then I saw that a ton of people saw it in 4DX, and I love 4DX movies, but there's like hardly any theaters out here. Like you have to drive really far, at least for where I'm based in Texas,
Me
and so.
too.
I was like, nah, but I'm gonna make that drive because I want to see it. All tickets sold out. So they're re-releasing it. Like actually, today's the day they start re-releasing it into
Right.
theaters.
I saw
So
something about that. I was
yeah,
like, okay.
yeah, so I'm seeing it today in 40X.
Nice. Have
I'm
fun.
so excited because like
Hmm.
yeah, I'm just really excited. I can't wait to watch that one. I really like Twisters. I'm watching One Tree Hill for the first time.
I love One Tree
Yeah,
Hill. It's my show.
a lot of
Oh
people love
gosh.
it. It's my sister's like favorite. So I'm watching One Tree Hill right
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
Um, sorry,
Who's your fave character? I have to know. Is
I
he
know my
good?
thoughts are controversial right now. Okay,
Go it
and
any
let me just
way.
okay. So I'm at season 2.
Okay.
So I know Haley's a favorite. She is not my favorite right now. I don't like Haley right now. I don't like her.
Why?
What? after she left, I'm sorry, I'm on season 3. After she left Nathan to go do her
I
fan,
remember that. She
Chris,
did.
Chris never fully apologized for that. Now
Yeah.
she comes back. Mind you, Nathan got in a car accident that his lung collapsed. Like he was on the brink of death. And she was
Dang.
about to go see him. She's
Hmm.
going home to go see Nathan. He's like, I don't want you to come. She actually doesn't come. That's your husband. And like the thing is, she didn't have to leave the tour to see him. Like permanently. You can take a sabbatical, like take a break, go see your man and go back. But no. She just
Exactly.
didn't see
Like,
him. He was suffering the
mhm.
whole time. He's like, nah, Haley got me. Haley got me. He's trying to defy the odds. His dad's trying to fight him. His mom's trying to fight him. Everybody didn't want that relation to work but the friends. So she leaves and he's still fighting for it, but she's not fighting at all. And she just, I don't know. So when she
Foul.
comes back and she's like, I want this. This is my life. He's like, too late. And I just don't understand why
Mhm.
everyone's acting shocked that he's being like an asshole
Yeah.
when he was mean. Like, I don't know what,
Mhm.
like, you know, he was mean before you met him. Like, he was mean while you were talking to him. You changed him. So now that you've betrayed him, you think he's not about to revert?
Mhm.
That's the first thing my mind would have went to. Like, I don't know. Haley pissed me off so bad. Peyton,
Yeah.
Peyton wants to be like, so, like, she wants to suffer.
I
She
know.
wants
Like,
to
she's
suffer.
not my favorite. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
a lot
like her
of people
most
don't
of the time. She just
either.
plays victim. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
girl, you are a rich white girl living in this big old
Literally.
house. You're what, cheerleader? Like, you have everything. Like, you have the guy,
Mhm.
Nathan, and then now you're with Lucas
It's
or whatever.
confusing too because in season 1 she
Mhm.
had Lucas. She had Lucas and she kept fighting off. Her best friend got him, and now you like him. Like you are. She's so weird. She
She
wants to.
is.
She wants to struggle. Like that is her whole thing.
Mhm.
I think Brooke. She's a fun character, terrible friend. Like I don't think Brooke is a good friend.
Not
Um,
at all. No.
I literally don't.
Mhm.
Like when I see people, because I know what happens, just because of social media, I've been on here long enough. I know like what happened in season 1 basically happens again. But I get so confused why people never mention that Brooke is not a good friend. Like she's not a good friend. None of them are.
They
Um,
aren't. No.
yeah, yeah, no. Nathan being mean again and kind of doing the will they won't they with Haley. I think it's kind of sick that he's playing in her face because at least she was gone so he could suffer by himself. But he's like, he's like, I don't know if I'll ever be ready. So end the marriage. Like, so end it. So end it. Like,
Yeah.
what are we sitting here
They
doing?
are married at that point.
They
So it's
are.
like, what are you
They
guys
are.
doing?
And it's like she came
Right.
back and now he's like closed off again and he
Mm-hmm.
won't like touch her or whatever. Or then he'll like
Mm-hmm.
open up and then he's like, I can't do this. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
she's like in your face and I get it. Like she played him for a while. So actually I don't feel bad for a little bit. But now it's starting to get okay, like
Right.
okay. She's done,
Mm-hmm.
you've done your big one. Let her go. Free her.
Yeah.
Free her. End the marriage. If you don't think this is gonna work, end the marriage.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't like anyone. I like Karen. Let me say that. I like Karen. I don't like Keith.
Ooh.
I know his demise. I know his
What?
demise, but I don't like Keith. I just think Keith is
Okay.
crazy. Like I get it. Karen denied your proposal.
Yeah,
Why
he
hook
did.
up with your brother's wife? What? And I just feel like he's just really like naive. Why
Mhm.
you grew up with Dan as a brother? Why wouldn't you know that he's nasty? Am I like what?
I think he knows that,
But
but he just doesn't really like. I don't know. He kind of sees the best or tries to
yeah,
still.
that
Uh,
optimism, like
yeah.
he's too old for that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. And I think that him, like, he'll put so much stock in Lucas as well and just expect so much from Lucas. And I'm like, but this is a high schooler. Like, he has his own stuff going on. I think Lucas, like, he, like, will mess stuff up, but then he's Chad Michael Murray. Just,
It doesn't matter. It's Chad Michael Murray.
he's so pretty. He's so nice to look at. But
Yeah.
Lucas is such, like, he tries to be complex. Like, or no, he's like a captain or what is it, like a Superman complex where he's like, I can help everybody. Like, I need to help
Mhm.
everyone. I need to take the bad guy down. It needs to fall on me. And it's like, why? Just play basketball.
Just play basketball, exactly. But
Just
he
play.
wants to be so complex, He
Right.
has books and
Yeah.
basketball, and Dan is in his life. It's a lot, but
Yeah, so those are my thoughts right now. But I actually really like it. I know the big like shooting whatever episode happens this
you
season.
know about
I
that.
know
Okay,
about that. I know
okay.
about it. But I don't know like what episode. I don't know when it happens. I just know it is happening.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You'll see, but it
Yeah.
is really it's heartbreaking, honestly, because
Yeah.
no one deserves that to happen to them,
Oh my gosh, what?
especially from their family. So,
Mhm. Yeah, no,
mhm.
I'm interested to see how the show progresses after that. Like, I really wonder how they go on.
Well, yeah, you'll see. I watched like basically the whole show, just like not the last
Hmm.
season. So you'll see how everything unfolds, how the characters do treat the one responsible,
Hmm.
and
I can't
just
wait.
yeah,
I can't wait.
honestly, like it's satisfying at the end because you know what happens.
Yeah.
But again, no spoilers.
Okay.
Anyway, what other show? You just said One Tree Hill, but what else is like on your watch list? If there is anything else.
Ooh, okay. I'm really sporadic with my shows
Mhm.
recently. So I started what did I start? I don't know. I've been trying to start NCIS because I'm a big Criminal Minds girl and I've watched all of it.
Okay.
Um, but I haven't been able to really get into it. So I mostly
Mhm.
rewatch. So I'm rewatching Parks and Rec, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. I
I
love Parks.
love
That
Parks
I
and Rec.
love it more
Oh
than The
my
Office.
gosh.
Sorry. Parks and Rec is my show.
Yeah,
Um, so good. Like Ben and Leslie just got together. I'm just
it's so
so
cute.
happy.
Love the
Oh
romance.
my gosh. Um, I rewatch like my comfort episodes. This is so niche because me and my sister, like, well, my sibling, we all
Mhm.
grew up watching Full House.
Oh,
So
me
I
too.
love Full House. Like, that is such a nostalgic show for me. So
Mhm.
anytime, like, especially after I got in that little rear end,
Oh,
I was like, Full House.
mhm.
Like, I
Your comfort, like just to comfort
comfort.
you. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I really
Mhm.
like Psych sometimes. Like The Mentalist I was watching as well for a little bit, then I stopped. Then I'll watch a couple episodes. Psych. Like I'm a kind of a bouncer. Like sometimes I'll feel
Mhm.
like New Girl, I'll watch that, but like consistently I always will rewatch like either Parks and Rec or Psych. Like I normally rewatch those shows. Um yeah.
Okay. That is fantastic. Love Parks and Rec. Have never seen Psych,
You
but
should,
I have heard some good things about it. No,
it's
I've
so
never seen it.
good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's a really
but I know it's about a guy that is pretending to be psychic and helps like the
yeah.
police force. Is that
But it's
okay?
so good. Like it starts off more comedy, and I like it because it's like more comedy based. If you watch The Mentalist, they're kind of on the same. The Mentalist is a lot more serious,
Okay.
but like there is some like really
Mhm.
crazy episodes, and I don't know if you watch any like criminal shows like Criminal Minds or anything.
I have seen Criminal
Okay.
Minds and Prison Break as
Okay.
well. That's more like breaking the law, but you know,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, you know how okay, in Criminal Minds, you know how there was that I forgot the killer's name, but it was the one that was after Hotch, who like, um
Huh.
he like comes back. Like basically he'll come back. Like at the end of every season,
Okay.
like he's not
I
done.
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I do.
So
Yeah.
Psych has that, but it's more like it's not like random or it's
Mhm.
not like a revenge thing. It's like they've known him since like the serial killer has known him since he was like 5 and has popped up in his life and will just say
What?
one thing and like trigger a memory and he'll be like he knows who this is, but he doesn't because the person has been so strategic and it's so
Wow.
crazy and they explore it like every season and it's they have some really intense storylines and I think that's a crazy one because they'll be like it's up to you Sean like you know it and he's like I don't know it and then they'll trigger something he's like I do know it like it's so good. Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's a
I'm
good
gonna have to watch
it's
it. Okay.
I love
That
it.
is so
Yeah.
amazing. Well, I really do like, yeah, crime shows, things like
Mhm.
that. So thanks for recommending
Yeah.
it and to anyone watching as well. That is so fantastic. So, Kimmy, what is next for you? What events are you going to attend? What content are you creating next? Let's, share all the details. Spill
Yeah.
the tea.
Ooh, okay, what I can share. I don't know if you know, I am a Spotify audio book ambassador.
Yes, I
So,
saw that.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
crazy. I don't even let me tell you, I don't understand how half this stuff happens to me. That's just God. Like I literally don't know. I woke up and I was like, whoa. So yeah, I'm an ambassador for the rest of the year, which is really, really cool. Um, and so I have a couple more videos, of course, coming out with them, which is really nice. I don't have any more plans for book conventions this year. But I just might show up to one if one happens. I'm local to the Dallas area. So if there's any like half price book events with authors I really like, or if there's any like book conventions down here, that pop up on my radar, I'll try to attend.
Okay.
Um, just because like that's really cool.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I do like a lot of my book friends or some of my like my real friends, like I talk to them every day,
That
so
is
I do
so cool.
travel to see them. I
Hmm.
know, I think a lot of people, like, as much as I feel like, you know, this is a little controversial, but I feel like some people join this space just to grow an audience,
Oh.
um, like just
Mhm.
for popularity, which is interesting. But I think community here is the best aspect of this book community, besides obviously being able to talk to people every day. For me, like my
Right.
Instagram grew because people knew me off TikTok, which is really cute.
Oh, nice.
And but
Okay.
Instagram also gave me the chance to talk to so many authors. Like Hannah Gracie commented here. I don't know if she's still here. Hey, hey. She just released Daydream, which is
Oh,
amazing. Uh,
cool.
yeah.
Wow. Hmm.
But it got me the opportunity to talk to her. Like she's really cool and like talk to so many authors and build my friendships. And now
Hmm.
like anytime like my friends will, oh, she is here. Hi, love. I love you. Congratulations on your book release. Um, yeah, but it gave me the opportunity to talk to so many people. And like if you see me traveling, like my mom, she'll call me like a globe trotter. It's like to see my friends, like to see my book friends,
Hmm.
because we've just felt such a close relationship and like I love them so much. And I think community is really like the most important because a lot of people don't have that. I think I realized that like I have, you know, some friends in real life and I grew up around so many of my cousins.
Hmm.
So I've always kind of had people around me, but meeting people and hearing so many stories, people don't have that. Like some people, like this book community is it for them. And I love that like they can find their people.
Right.
Like I have found, like I have said so many times, like the people I've met, I'm like, if we grew up together, oh, they would have hated us. The teacher would have separated us in class. Like,
Yeah.
like
We
they
were
won't let
talking
us
about
sit next to each other because we're gonna be
exactly.
loud, we're gonna be messy.
Hmm.
Like, and I just feel like that is so rare.
Hmm.
I've been in other like areas of like fandoms. I've always said like I'm an internet baby. Like I've been on Tumblr, I've been on Twitter. Like I'm a veteran.
Ooh.
I've been here since I was like 12.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
24. So it's crazy. Like almost double that.
Hmm.
And the book community by far is like the, you know, there's a lot of drama, but it is the nicest one. It is the one that I
Ooh.
found the most community, and I really, really appreciate that. Yeah.
I love that. You're able to find your people, your
Mhm.
friends that, you know, you can go all over the globe
Yeah.
trotting and hang out with
Yeah.
them and meet them in person.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing
It's
that,
really
Kimmy. That's
cool.
really fantastic. And I love that for you, that you found, that community,
Yeah.
people that really do appreciate, what you're speaking on and can also, read recommendations and resonate as well. That is
Yeah.
incredible. So, to end off this podcast, what is one thing you want to leave the audience? I know you're talking about community and all of that. So, what is that like one piece of advice that you want to just share with anyone that's watching and like motivate or inspire
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I say I meet a lot of people who are like scared to post or who are posting and just like, you know, get discouraged a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I say first post for yourself. Like don't post for an audience. Post stuff you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a part of this community. If you don't want to create content, feel free to DM people. So many of my friends I've made are not content creators. Like they just DM me and now like I love them. Like those are my people. But
Mm-hmm.
I will always say like definitely stay true to yourself, read what you want to read, um and just I don't know, put if your heart is in it, do what you want. Like don't be scared, take that step. Your life could literally change. My life changed like what who knew that this would be my reality in like 2 years? I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know, I think that you never know until you try, and the book community is a great place to try.
Awesome. I really love that. I'll take that advice for myself, and I hope you guys listening are also going to take it if you do start your own content creation journey, or if you want to interact with other content creators, authors, whatever it is, you take that first step and jump right in because it can really change your life, transform a lot of things, open the doors to so many different opportunities, and that is incredible. So thank you for sharing, Kimmy. It's amazing.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No
This was a
problem.
lot of fun.
Well, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and stay blessed. And I can't wait to see all that you do in the future for book talk, conventions, and anything else. If you're going to write a book, I would love to see that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, thank you. Thanks for having me. This is like such a nice thing you have set out, like your podcast. I was looking at some of your other ones and I was like, you are like the coolest person. I don't know how you get these people, but your range is impeccable. Like,
Thank
whoa.
you. I
Yeah.
really do appreciate that. I'll just, keep trying to get people on here. If you know anyone, let me know.
Oh,
But
girl, I will. I
okay,
will, 100%.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, take care and I'll see you around.
Alrighty.
Bye.